Why, hello there. I'm just chilling out on my peat moss throne. Welcome to the weekend. It's good to see you again. What do I do with this poof? What is this? All right, today we are going to be debunking Finnish myths of education. That doesn't really make sense, like they have a mythology of their education. No, what I mean to say is that today we are debunking Finnish education myths. Let me just say my qualifications. I am a teacher in Finland. That's it. I am not a researcher, I am not an official state representative or investigative journalist, but I do have some experience, and there are some pretty obvious myths floating out in the world about Finland. This is for all my American followers who think that, Finland is this idyllic land, a land of enchantment, where children are just baby geniuses and they grow up and go off and save the world. I'm sorry. Finland, you're great. Finland, I don't mean any disrespect, but we gotta be real about some myths here. So, without further ado, let's ado. Recently, I have heard that in Finland, students never get homework. What? Perhaps this might be true at a younger age. But then again, when I look back on my education in America, I didn't receive a lot of homework when I was really young. It's just not true. I teach at a school that gives homework. I give my students homework. All the teachers at my school give homework. I don't know of any teachers who brag about never giving homework. In fact, all of the most prestigious high schools in Helsinki, at least, are renowned for giving their students more homework than the average Finnish school. Let's do a dramatic change of angle. Another myth is that in Finland, private schools don't exist, which is kind of weird because I teach at a private school. What does this mean? I don't exist? Know me with an existential crisis. You exist, or if you don't, that's not the issue here. The issue is that private schools do exist in Finland. My particular school is private, but it receives the majority of its funding from the national government, and it abides by the Finnish national curriculum. The students do have to pay a tuition fee of somewhere around 675 euros a year. Relatively a low tuition to cover whatever extra expenses that the school has to undertake, because the school, while receiving national funding, doesn't receive municipal or local funding. But the other important thing to note here is that the private school teachers are also unionized, and this private school system abides by the collective agreements that the trade unions set forth every couple of years. Whereas in America, this isn't exactly always the case. Another myth about Finland is that there is no high-stakes testing. And while students in Finland are perhaps tested less frequently, there are some pretty high-stakes tests. Students take a bunch of tests in their subjects at the end of 9th grade, which is the last year of comprehensive education in Finland, the last year of middle school. And how they perform on those tests determines what type of high school they can go to. And then at the end of high school, students take the Finnish National Matriculation Exam to graduate and then to determine what type of university they can go to. And then even when they apply to university, they often have to go into the department and take a subject-specific exam administered by the faculty there. So it's a myth to say that Finland has no high-stakes testing. They do, they just have it perhaps less often. But the stakes are still quite high, and the students are very highly aware of it. That was a really bad pun. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Why are you laughing? Don't. Okay, just kidding. You can laugh. It's fine. It's okay if you laugh. I mean, I don't deserve it. No one deserves it. If you want to find joy in the ridiculousness of this whole thing, then yeah, you can do it. You can laugh at it. All right. Okay, bye. I'm gonna stop talking now. Another myth is that upon graduation, every Finnish student gets their own log cabin. Okay, I totally just made that one up. Oh, I'm tripping on all this fiber. Ooh, this is good fiber. I should save this for later. Power move, that's how we roll. See, we're gonna have to do something about this, guys. I think I might have to give myself a haircut. I've never given myself a haircut, but I might do it just for you. Another myth is that in Finland, teachers are paid like lawyers and doctors, and I can assure you that that is not true. In fact, we make a pretty comparable salary to the average American teacher. In many cases, we might actually make a bit less. Ow, ow, my foot. Oh. My foot is falling asleep. Ooh. Hey, look, I don't know how to explain it except just to tell you that, look, teachers in Finland don't earn as much as lawyers or doctors here, but we do love our jobs and we do work really hard, and we're paid a pretty decent salary. With that said, if trade unions, if you want to, bump up our salary, I'm not complaining. I don't want to sound too comfortable, too content with our salary, but at the same time, no, it's actually a pretty good life here being a teacher. The last myth we're going to debunk today has to do with this idea that in Finland, they have the smartest teachers. Now, I'm not gonna say anything bad about the teachers here. I think we are smart, but I don't think we're exceptionally smarter or more innovative than teachers in other countries. The reason that this myth exists is that nearly all teachers have a master's degree, and the teacher education programs at the university accept around 10% of applicants, which makes the profession sound much more prestigious, etc. But here's the problem with this whole scenario. One, most people in Finland working professionally have their master's degree. It's just the way that the university system is set up. It's not like this special extra thing that you would go on to do the way that it is in the States. And secondly, what was second? I don't even remember. I had this planned out in my head and now I'm like, what do I talk about? I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember. Secondly, that 10% acceptance rate isn't indicative of the intelligence of the people applying to the program. When you actually look at the students who are in the program, their grades are maybe just slightly above average. But why is that? When people are applying to the program, they're evaluated not just on the high scores that they can achieve in class or on exams, but also on their suitability as a teacher and their personal motivation to commit to the profession and to grow professionally within it. So today we've debunked several Finnish education myths. But what makes Finnish education special? Stay tuned. Perhaps in a future vlog I will explore this idea. But for now, I feel like I need to have a catchphrase. I haven't developed one. I mean, I know in my last vlog I said, don't forget to be awesome. That's the Vlog Brothers. I'm happy to use that and to promote it, but it's not us. What do you think we should say at the end of every video? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, let's dance. Gosh, I'm really tired now. Thanks for watching. Stick around, like, subscribe, be a supporter of the movement. What is the movement? Nothing whatsoever, except, I don't know, having a cool community of people engaged about, what life is like here in Finland and just, at large, exploring these ideas of how to be a better person. That sounds like a pretty cool movement. Let's keep doing this.